Hello and welcome to Ivy Times TV. I'm Sally Turner, joined here with reporter Amethyst Tate to discuss the acquittal of George Zimmerm and the fact that celebrities are now boycotting Florida till they revise the stand your ground law. Amethyst, what role did the stand your ground law play in the acquittal of George Zimmerm?
Well, stand your ground is a law that was instated in 2005 in Florida, and essentially it states that if a person feels that their life is being threatened, they have the right to meet force with force. So in regards to the Zimmerman trial, the jury in part decided that Zimmerman had no duty to retreat when he followed Trayvon Martin. He had the right to stand his ground and meet force with force, and unfortunately that involved taking Martin's life, although he was an unarmed teenager.
And we have seen kind of the backlash of the case. There's been riots and protests all over the country, and now celebrities are coming out in full force.
Absolutely.
So what celebrities are now boycotting Florida?
Well, the first celebrity to come forward and boycott is actually Stevie Wonder, who is a music legend, and people really look up to him. He was in Quebec City last week during a performance, and he stated that he refuses to step foot in Florida until they change or eradicate the stand your ground law. And he not only said Florida, but also any state which has any type of law that is similar to stand your ground. There are other states such as Alabama and Maine who have parts of the stand your ground law enacted.
Will Florida suffer because of these boycotts?
I absolutely think that Florida will suffer. You have big names such as Mary J. Blige, Kanye West, even Wale. Big names have also stated that they also are not going to go to Florida reportedly, and that involves decreased revenue in the state. If people aren't going to concerts there, Florida will lose out in big money, especially in parts like Miami. If these artists stick to what they're saying and refuse to go there, Florida potentially will lose a lot, millions of dollars.
And celebrities obviously have a larger platform than the average person to kind of voice their opinions, but do they have any power in reforming laws?
Well, although obviously they can't become part of a legislative body and change a law, they do have the potential to convince or inform people about what's going on in society. You see them on TV, you see them in magazines, people care about what they have to say. For example, this past weekend, Jay-Z and Beyonce joined a protest in honor of Trayvon Martin in New York City alongside civil rights activist Al Sharpton. The next day they were on the front of the Daily News. People care about what celebrities are doing and what they're standing for, what they're fighting for.
And finally, now we kind of see Florida under this microscope. It's under a lot of scrutiny. Do you think it will come back after all this backlash?
You know, unfortunately, with big news stories, one week it's huge and the next week it kind of goes away and your mind is focused on another story. But in regards to the George Zimmerman case, I believe that people will be thinking about this for a long time, and Florida will always be tied to this case. And I do think that they can come back from this, but at the same time, I do hope that because of the protests and the riots and celebrities coming forward, that they will look to either eradicate or change parts of this law that make it okay to kill unarmed citizens or have a weapon on your person.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully it will lead to a reform. Thanks, Amethyst.
No problem.